Mema Ghana for nyinache na masanso amada sanibia akwaba aba off anopa no nsia kase abo amosomfo na akwase amufa me betina medwam eba besum wo kase abo yetwagu ewo Facebook off TV sanso na YouTube onso off TV afi oko Google Play Store nso a ubenyam ho no ya app no eda ho download your Fabra phone so mame na afi beebia wonam bia na no betimi emia so na wahwe ye niema ekoso na ensem no niemedi mu enchiomu ni bi eba bebo eni Vice President FS wonyen sakraye kase wo man Ghana ya pomudin enhihye emu Sanso ena o sanso ekasa biem de tress Africa ho fadi ankasa ejina digital ene sikasemu nkabom eso Afie de ni betrem nso e Bank of Ghana governor asoye ono nso akase etwase wo say innovation den na wasanhwe ahotoso a ebetumi ede abre ebibiman ye de ni betrem nso e Kumasi ene Takrade ni nyina no Kejetia market ene Takrade market a omusi no yesisika no etimi asanso ehwi ekosoro ye beginam nso e health minister Kwabraminta akano abo ayaresafo ne nursefo bidin se onfa won dwumadie entumi infanto efa Charles emisa ewuo no ehum ye de ni so betwemu e Upper East region mu Minister Mabolgatanga aye papa wono ena otimi ehwe Bolgatanga sonso tumi akasa se Bolgatanga Technical Institute 3 years mari mani nyina no entina fie ma wo bibiada emasuku edie nti ena okasa nsemi afi moma yenkoso enhwe ensem no dia medi emu enchemu no bi ebebrew no ebi yenda yehutew na yenkomra na afi yeba matumi asane epona anopai mabonu mu etumi ediamo Menya kobani dia mamema wakwaba na fi nyabre na echebre na ensamnum enchemu no mentumi ensane emfa ema na mesasia ede free Ghana ye mampanyini abedi atwe Professor Jen Nana Opoku Agyeman ena ekasa se Ghana etwase yesesa eye apomudin enseseye enyina emanitumi eye papa o se ensese Ghana ya dwene esi ayaresabia a yebesan achinkwada nemom ese yetumi di adwen eni nsiekire bi etumi edisi ho ne yetumi nya bibi te se yade anu aduro entam ayaresa adwumu yare ehomwa amanfo ayaresa ena afi aresabia hodo a ebeman aye papa nanu ena wotremu okane nsem yewuse Ghana nipa bebre etimi ekwa atwutwuri ansana won ena ayaresapa ebi nso etimi kokoye nhwehwemu nanso sika odi betondo ande besa yade no enya bra wo ho enti Vice President kase apomudin sese ya ebebo ahafo ene adefo nyina da etwase yetumi ekabomu sane ebeya ayaresapa ndro ni mfidipa doctors ni nasipi ayaresafo ombebom homodin emergency system pa ni sikasemu nsiseye ebetimi akoyi edi ama oman Ghana na yentie ensema Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman etimi editu eja
or even a rather monolithic definition of a nurse. So again, we are very happy. But one area that all of these raise is the important area of training. So when you are listening, it means then that we don't have one generic definition of, or even a rather monolithic definition of a nurse. Okay? Because the nurses are there to support the doctors. I remember the university were arguing that, listen, you need to bring the nurse very, very close to the doctor in terms of training so they can assist. Otherwise, if you leave them behind, how are they going to assist and give the right support? So I think all of these will also give indications to our training institutions to know how they should refine-tune their training mechanism. What does the country need now? Is it training as usual? Which are the areas that are lacking? Where are the gaps? Are they specialist training or are they, let's say, a new curriculum altogether? I think these should give interesting challenges to our trainers. In terms of the equipment, it looks like, again, you also need to train the technicians who are going to maintain the equipment. Too often we leave the technicians behind, and that doesn't help us. Sometimes you go to a hospital, the machine is sitting there, and there's a small bolt that has come off, and then another one joins, and another joins, and before you know, the machine is not functioning. Maybe if the technician knew how that machine was put together, the technician would have been in a better position to know how to maintain it. So again, all of these are calling on all of us to review how we are training our staff and our support system, so that even if you are importing the machine, I would say not the finished project, but in the process, somebody should be part of the assembling of that machine.
Mi boremu ewo nsafufro na medaso ejina Vice President Asuye Nina no ewo 2026 3i African Summit no asi ekoso ewo manga nemu ena mami soli jina simpie ene bema so ntu mika kasebia emu yadimpa no fa Kwame Nkrumah sembia okase Africa humfadi ankasa ennimu sesikasem humfadi eni ho edi ma bibimanya okase ne wiase mu etwasa Africa ye penkoso esese o manu tumi eye adwuma bom ewo digital eni sikasem emu wasi eneyi Ghana for bebre pese wo ye business ni aman foforo etese Kenya Nigeria nanso ayadin wo sika wo de beye transaction no emu enu nti no ocha Africa nkoso etumi de esise Africa esese ye ma digital payment no system no etumi ayadin afi ye hwe na ade e fa se fintech nkoso yetumi enso esemodin afi ye ma oman no eni eman no nyina anya adwuma entumi mom na wonte won firi aman foforo sika sam ensise emu na wei ene betumi aboa ne nya sikasem ahofadie ampa na etumi aboa ma adwuma ene nkabom etumi aba ebibimemu na yentie nsema ye maami ekan.
It was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah who reminded us that Ghana's independence must be linked to the total liberation of Africa. It is still valid. Economic sovereignty now also depends on integration, particularly digital integration, because this is where value is created, exchanged, and controlled. From traders to smallholder farmers to software engineers, participation increasingly depends on the ability to transact, be identified, and operate across borders. Africa has already demonstrated her capacity to leapfrog legacy systems. Mobile money, digital identity, and financial technology have shown what is possible. The task is to move from pockets of progress to continental scale. And the integration of our digital economies requires these four things: payment, identity, regulation, and of course, infrastructure. First, payments. In many cases, intra-African transactions are still routed through financial systems outside the continent and denominated in third currencies. This adds costs and delays and undermines the very idea of a single African market. Through platforms like the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, some progress is being made. The AfCFTA Digital Trade Protocol, adopted by the African Union, assembled in 2024, provides a framework to reduce this friction through mobile money interoperability, cross-border electronic processes.
Midasu Echemu our African Summit no etumi asi ensu ebio Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama eka se opese wo yesika semu ensiseye na ma innovation etumi enya kwan na wasanso hwe ahoto ani ahotoso eso wasi yeyi mobile money online banking any aya fintech adwuma edoso e Africa nyinamu enti governor aka se enye sadikita finance no enu nko ebenyini nkwala nemom etwa se eye din na etumi nso eye papa na yentie ensema opanyini etimi editu eja.
At the Bank of Ghana, we have taken a deliberate approach. Our objective has been clear, and that is to build a regulatory and market environment, a regulatory and a market environment that supports innovation while maintaining stability and trust. This is reflected in the steps we have taken to strengthen the framework for digital finance. And let me name a couple of them. Advancing the regulatory regime for virtual assets. Next is issuing guidelines for digital credits. Then the third is progressing open banking. The last one, of course, is supporting cross-border fintech activity. So these are not isolated initiatives. They are part of a coherent effort to ensure that the financial system evolves in a way that is structured, that is predictable, and that is capable of supporting.
Wasansu eka say innovation emra no enensise yepa no etwa se omutumi eye etimi di to se ne be ye ebetumi aboa ma aban ni sikrakrabia hodo etimi aye adwuma bom na afi etumi di odo ene ahoban bo etumi di aba na o se etwa se otumi eye na mobile money, online banking, digital wallet, and fintech app no etimi edi dwumaye na so pese wo ye wenyi nada etumi edi free online fraud and cyber crime edosun ewo sikasemu se ne be ya innovation mra ene sese ye panom ye betimi ehu na ye hu ni ye na ye ntie nsema wasanso ekan edi wie ni nsem no eto.
System is not defined by activity alone. It is defined by discipline. It is defined by transparency, and it is defined by competitiveness. So, ladies and gentlemen, the value of this summit will not be measured by the conversations we just have, but on the other hand, by the outcomes we drive hereafter. Stronger alignment across markets, across the sub-region, better coordination across regulators, and faster progress towards financial systems that are inclusive, that are innovative, and that are capable of operating.
Mi boromu ewa ensemfu from na yedieni ekwa kopiemu ewa ye local government asuyeye ni na Kumasi Central Market a etumi ejina hono eno enabano adana dise sisi sikapi eno di tua contractors wo Kumasi Central Market phase 2 eni takrade market circle project a etumi ejina ho ene omuntimi ento aso ni mum nanu ena minister for local government chieftaincy and regional affairs Ahmed Ibrahim Ekasano ena wakase eye debt restructuring policy a aban a etom no ediba ya no eno nanam so ama eye project etumi ejina akire eno nti contractors no so etumi the suspensive cost any crime bebre etumi ediba ye eno nanam so ama sa eniema etumi akire na yentie ni nsemu se do si bi bo ensem no tofa etibi edifa ye e brofo kasem
economic growth. The market in Kumasi and Takoradi serve as critical commercial hubs, supporting thousands of traders, transport operators, artisans, and small-scale enterprises. Unfortunately, despite significant progress made over the years, both projects experienced delay due to non-payment of IPCC by the previous government and demobilization by the contractors in 2024. The debt restructuring policy of the then government led to the accumulation of huge suspension costs claimed by the contractors, leaving critical components of the project uncompleted. This situation has created considerable challenges, including the following. 1. Congestion and unsafe trading conditions, loss of income for traders and associated businesses, underutilization of already invested public resources, and slower economic activity within key urban centers.
No, and some and all case contractors no bebre. Adi adibia fa ne suspension cost. Ena eniema bebre ebaye. No si project no agina ho enam eniema bo akosoro. Adwumayefo ho ka etimi akosoro. Infidia asai contractor no ehwehwe one car. Enti Kumasi Central Market project bo no. Menu ka say etumi ahwiri edi eduru eye ilo million 305 eburu so edi ko. Na je say Ghana 4P ebisa say neba ni sen ana saniama wei etumi ebaye. Enu ana Ahmed Ibrahim etire emu say eye suspension na hodu a contractors for no etime suspension dwumadie na omudi mu enchromu ade baye. Enu na nam so ametumi afri eduru eye ilo million 305 million no 316,528. Na no ana wose omo hwe se sika bia de twase etua edima contractors no na wotimi awie market no edima wo mo no omo betua na tumi aboa ama man Ghana yafa yemtoma pa etumi efra ewo Asante Mantemu ena afi eye Central Region ena afi Cape Coast ena Atakra denso omatimi afa montoma pa etumi edifra na yentie nsema papa yi esanso ekan edikan
Certified amount of 27 million. So they paid 143 million and they certified additional. On the financial side, out of the contract sum of 248 million euros, an amount of 245 million euros, an amount of 143.575 million was certified and received by the contractor, with a cumulative financial amount, certified amount of 27 million. So they paid 143 million and they certified additional 27 million to be added. So if that had been paid, the total amount, contract, work and pay would have been 177. So, and this is the breakdown. The cumulative certified amount of 27.4 million outstanding yet to be honored by the Minister of Finance. The following sums the total financial situation on the project. The total contract sum of the phase 2, 248 million euros. Total assessment issued to date, 203.9 million euros. An amount total assessment paid, 171 million. So out of the total 273, total assessment paid was 171 million. Amount outstanding on contract is 44 million. Meaning the 248 million that we went for, the amount left outstanding is 44 million, but the project is not completed. Suspension claims as of today is 57.3 million. The contractor said, because you made me demobilize from site and I was waiting, the waiting period, you have to pay me an amount of 57 million euros, whether I worked or I didn't work. And that was the nature of the contract. So that is what we are discussing. By this 57 million, the contractor was claiming 101 million. And the former Minister for Finance,
Mibo Aramana Mibo Aramu our apomudin and some doctors and nurses for be to me at ho ama obarima ebi etimi afre nekra enkwa enumu ena committee ayi ya no aya Professor Ajiman Bedu Akosa edi animu hunu se mfumso akasia ne wokwan ofa so ehwe oyaresani nu ema wotimi wu ya no yera imisa ewuo a eba ya Ghana nchiwa nyina no won say doctors for no omutimodin omunse emfata anasi for no juma omudi no na eye jumafo eye jumatantan anu ntinu committee nu esusu se Sankofu yi etwase health minister etumi etwe wona so enti obubo wondin ede wodin etudwa se besidan ya de yaresani ebeba yaresabia se omamesa no ho ya de yesi ebe di ni ho na yetimi ayenkukwa sada no be syndrome yeni bedi na ayalusabia yi omotimi ahwama nipa titire tisese yi etumi ewu ne sentinu me ne weka sei wotumi de dia wodo atuja amasise wo hwanim se health minister Kwabena Minta Akano enso ebetumi de ne nan esifom na yentie wona otimi ebubo wondin ene nsema okan edifan.
And to the Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against Dr. Anne-Marie Kudowo should be referred to the management of Police Hospital and to the Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison and for being untruthful to the committee. Dr. Nina Naomi Ejram Adotevi should be referred to the management of Greater Accra Regional Hospital as their employer. They have oversight, administrative and management disciplinary processes that they must go through, and the Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison. Dr. Ida Drant should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison. Dr. Genevieve Ajar should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison. Ms. Akosia B. Texan should be referred to the management of Greater Accra Regional Hospital and to the Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison. Ms. Joy Daisy Nelson should be referred to the management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison. Ms. Salamatu Al-Hassan Edu should be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Nurses and Midwives Council for disciplinary action against her for breach of professional duty to Charles Emison.
Oyenin Samno and a health minister Kwabena Minta Akano and so about doctors ni nurses Wabefa won so akatia etumi edi esi won anamu e won ye waye no ni nyina ne se wode wono etena se na afi no se ye be yomu edi afri dwumade anim ana se ye di ohaw tubo bi ana tabo bi ebeto won so no enam so e ma wotimi bubo won edin ebubo yaresabia hodo a wo ye adwuma ewom se sisia de akodu no tintontan osra ni mpanifo so mo ntwere Fankoma say Teria munjin kratuei efrimi Kwabena Minta Akana ho ena mo ne mabone a mo ye na enam so akwakofa owuo kase etumi ade aba no ni nyina ne say chase mi say wo no eye mo na muku no mo ne mabone a mo ye enti say wo ye odokutani wo ye nurse ni ne ye di obi awa yale de na brao se hwene ade na oba na se empani wo enti mo ba nkokwa sa mo mawudi a ene mo de mo wedi ene ebetua esuka na yehwe doctors na obubo omudin ayaresabia hudu a omu efri mu ene ne yemfanya wo mo no yentie mfiri Kwabena Minta Akano ono ankasa nenu
people, the following health professionals. I want to accordingly direct my chief director, the chief director of the Ministry of Health, to write to the following people, the following health professionals and their hospitals and their regulators, that disciplinary actions be taken against them. 1. Dr. Anne-Marie Kudowo should be referred to the Police Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council with immediate effect. Dr. Nina Naomi Ejram, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council. Dr. Ida Drant be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Medical and Dental Council. I understand some of these facilities have already started disciplinary actions against some of these people, and I'll urge them to expedite action on them, and their respective regulators must also do same. Dr. Genevieve Ajar must also be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Medical and Dental Council. Ms. Akosua B. Texan must be referred to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital and then NMC. Ms. Joy Daisy Nelson, Kolebu Teaching Hospital and NMC. Ms. Salamatu Ahassan Bedu must also be referred to Kolebu Teaching Hospital and NMC.
Afi medikana fo ewiemu ewon sama etwato ne eboremu awa hobanbo ho kokobo ekoso ewo Bolgatanga Technical Institute. Ninyina no eya Upper East Regional Minister Akamugri Donatus Atanga ena aseted ya marima awo Bolgatanga Technical Institute nyina se Omfri campus ntam obi biadam fa nani enkyere fie. Na ninyina ene se wo se opese ahobambo ho amane ebo bi ekyere se ebe wo haw ne amane bi betumi asimprempren ya ema suku emema no yetumi agibi mu kra ede furo mu nsam ene nti wo se ahobambo kwa so ene se de ne ma bebo no betumi abo suku no ban ene suku na japade ho ban no etwa se suku fo no enyina kwotena fie eno na wofo ene wona e wompatam fi enwo adwiri won ebusa se security officials no enhwehwemu ban ena o maye a o mutumi amfa ehun no kware no amfa basa ya eba besie na yesemu se yama mofra ni nyina da emra metra fie na papa yi se etwa se suku ya ba bia asumdue ene enidaso ena afi ahofadie ahoto ne enkwawo eni kwase eye ba bia basa ya eni owuo enti onu de ni omotimi ade aba nyina ne se wo a wo ya barima na wo Technical Bolgatanga Technical Institute no eni die mu tafuna run away kofie tim kontim kone kwatrase na yentie ensema Upper East Regional Minister Akamugri Donatus Atanga etimi se tedi ya marima wo Bolgatanga Technical Institute nyina so Omfri campus no enkofie enchamara.
I'm preparing that hell will break loose tonight. It's very unfortunate that you are to end your practicals by next week. And then you will go on to do the job. Unfortunately, when we were in school those days, when students were going to riot, they don't riot at the time exams are on. They go and what's the problem at the time that the exams are not on. This time the exams are on. You cause riot. And what I think among you is that some of you are preparing that hell will break loose tonight on the campus. And if you were me as a father, will you agree to that? Will you agree to that? So if they say hell will break loose, the innocent people who are going to be here, if we allow you, what will happen with that? You do not know the one they are going to hurt. So based on that, and I want you to take this from me. If you want to write your exam, when I give the instruction, follow. When you follow, I don't take delight in punishing people. But if you have called for it, we have to find a way out. And so if you have to comply on certain things, you have to comply. So that as early as possible, we will address the matter and let you write. If not, it will affect you. It is unfortunate that just a minority that is doing that. But a system is in place to do all that. So I want you to take note that the trouble has come from the third years, particularly the third year boys. They have caused the problem. When my system went down, that's what we have detected. And so the 10 years boys, you will have to go home. The 10-year boys, you will have to go home. Only the second year was already out of campus. The first year, they are around, the girls have no problem. So the 10-year boys, after I have finished, I will want you to leave the campus.
Aha, enebre ebe mame kwan na ensem a yetumi efa free omanmu ekeka bubom se anopa no nsia kase ebo off kasamfo ni so musomfo na kwasi amofa de Ghana nyina agina tum se eba akan kase ebo animu nchemu a mena mano atia metimi ese sorodo etim de gutuom ama wutimi ete enka ewo mu enementena edwada kopim efiada anopa biada eye no nsia na afi enwumra no nso no nonum ne fa ekopem se no nsia ene fa bebo na memenda ne ekoso ni nyamaboni na tofa etumi ede ama wabra nonum ene fa bebo ewo off kasamfo ni so enchi akase enko Madenta production team Mr. One Brown chakase enko enfama Mr. Teddy Michiao afi Mr. Lawrence afi ohini nana chakase enko ma na onimonyamfo Sami the Great Kofi Sami nyame shrao onye kese yan yo na ni nyina ne se nyame pa eda aye china Refiners Chapel International Empire fan say gidi a specific prayer eno aye adehia di empire ne enya wo pote no bra na beka kire Awurade enye se Awurade mi hia phone be na wo hia Awurade mi hia Infinix Awurade mi hia Samsung bodin Samsung ben A47 A15 Awurade mi hia ba eba ba Awurade mi hia ba bema papa fama me busumi nkru yemu busumi num yemu bodin bra na be bodin efisa ha any baby a yeyi edi ase wo the Bible say Kristo Yesu ko Gethsemane adanti na wan ko baby at say Gethsemane efisa ho na yeyi di ase wo ho na the olives into ko jabo mpaya na ekosoro ni sent ni bra na be mpaya na ekosoro na nyame ntie o e Refiners Chapel International. This is the right altar me come for the mount or for wrong altar sanema nko ema ahobi me dada me bo apo ye me chinchim sa me sika bia mfiri wunsam na haye ma me saw kete tiasai na me mompa ye ma we Yesu dimu hey me hu se utie sei da bi aha o manso ma ye ntwa mfa makasamfo yini so ma obi me hu se ai onipa so masi da bi enya sa ye pa wuye ene ye pa Kristo sum ni ye tie den se de agu akwam na wunya ba be bompa ye wia na ni nyina no eye na koa nyame ama no tumi ahoden nyansa Apostle Paul Kofi Odro Ewurade Nyankopon papa wey ye wodi abra na be so hwe obonse ni nyame no oye de hinta obia no otumfo Nyankopon be dan edi atwere no na afi obabie so baako no wi oma no pomasibre sunsumu anahunamu wodi aye loss of job wodi lack of job, delay in marriage, delay in childbirth, business failure, promise and fail, disappointment, setback, udian aye debt, and now poverty, sex in dream, bad dreams, then you just come alive. Oba fa wonko for mobra. Edetina aba nonkru eni fane jumadi en katu wan tete de be haba kapata dis wan take aba Ewurade e majuma no bi tiama wade Ewurade makwantuo unsubra betiemu bi udian ye de en nyame pa efiada metomen safro bra Taifa Johnson usi Taifa Johnson also so off TV and also Refiners Chapel International udia simple also measure osofu gidi wewie bra oba eno ano no o ha no amane no onsa emfanko enu ntini metomen sa etumi edi from enti akase nkoma MD Pharmacy amowala pass wohima Gina obapa hofe nyame show nyame enya okasi why Gina Ewurade Yankopon enkai o na onyumfri adomo enko adomo ma wale enya fe won show animuyam Sanso and connect me to my good lovers. Mama work Juma group no nyina da titro ene Apostle Makion forcing Apostle nchakase enko enfama hu. Mama mu na mechia da sani biada amotimi ehwe ye. Afi Charles onso utimi edo message no ebaye. Charles nyame entimi enshirao. Na won yakase Abigail uwo Kumasi Abigail Nyankopon enshirao. Na Ewurade ento nsupa enfengu so. Victoria Duamlo Obavik onso mechia wa ha enam de Ghana force media ne na kwasi amufa sami nyame show nyame nyokase me mahwefo nyina monu hwe adese ohina na ebetena se e the best morning show etumi edi abro.